Hello everyone. Hope you all are good and hope that you have studied previous lecture properly. We are going to continue with chapter 4 from part 1 journal. And in today's lecture, which is 22nd lecture, what we are going to do is that we are going to start with illustration 12. Prior to this, we have done illustration 11 and thereafter we have done sum number 12 from exercise. We have understood about the concepts of trade discount, cash discount, bad dates, etc. etc. And today we are going to begin with illustration 12, which is given on page number 82 in your textbook. The question is a bit longer and hence it also continues to page number 83. Yes? Let us quickly begin. So first of all, you should be ready with the format of journal in your book. As I've always said, whenever you watch the video lectures of this chapter, in each and every sum that we are solving, you are supposed to write down the journal entries. Yes? So you should always be ready with the format of journal before watching this lecture. Any of the lectures of this chapter, I mean. Yes? So illustration 12. From the following transactions, write journal in the books of Sri Rajveer. So the heading that you are going to write in journal is Journal Book of Sri Rajveer. Or else you can also write journal entries in the books of Sri Rajveer. And as I've said, you have to consider yourself as the owner. So for now, you are the Rajveer. You have to understand, you have to consider all the transactions from your point of view. Alright? So the format for journal is date, particulars, LF, debit, credit. Firstly, in the column of date, 2014, August 1st, and the first transaction says, a business is commenced with introduction of cash of rupees 50,000, receivables of 25,000, liability of 10,000, stock of goods of rupees 15,000. A business is commenced. Whenever business is commenced, whatever is brought by the owner, let it be cash or in the form of asset, is always termed as capital. You know this very well. Now what comes in the business? Firstly cash, then receivables. Receivables you can also consider it as debtors. Then a liability, you can consider this as creditors, and stock of goods. Yes? So let us see what is the journal entry for this. I request you please do not pay attention to the noise that appears in the background because it's the time for working from home and obviously you are surrounded by number of people. You live in a society, so there are people there again. Yes? So your 100% focus and concentration should be towards what I am speaking, what I am teaching. On page number 83, the solution to this illustration is given, of which the first journal entry says cash account debit 50,000 because cash comes in the business. Debit what comes in real account. Receivables, as I said, it can also be considered as debtors. Debtors account debit 25,000. Stock of goods account debit 15,000. Stock of goods. Goods comes in the business. Yes? Further, there is a liability in this question, 10,000. So, liability is always to be credited. So, to creditors account 10,000. To capital account 80,000. As I said, whatever is brought in the business by the owner is always capital. Yes? So, to capital account 80,000. Now, you might be thinking about the amount. So, let me clarify it. cash account debit 50,000 plus debtors 25,000, that is 75,000, plus stock of goods is 80,000. 90,000. 50 plus 25 plus 15 is 90. Out of 90,000, 10,000 is to be paid. That is of creditors. So 90,000 minus 10,000 is 80,000 rupees. So capital brought in the business for commencement is 80,000. So remaining 80,000 is credited to capital account. Let us see the next transaction on 2nd of August. A 10% loan of 30,000 is borrowed from Srimati. A loan has been borrowed from Srimati. Whenever loan is borrowed, what comes in? Cash comes in. Secondly, loan borrowed is a liability. Liability is always credited. Which type of liability it is? It is non-current liability. Yes? So the two effects of this transaction are cash and 10% loan of Srimati. 10% here is only the rate of interest at which the loan has been borrowed. Yes? Now let us see the journal entry for this. Cash account debit to Srimati's loan account. You can also write to 10% loan of Srimati to Srimati's loan account. Anything will do. Why cash account debit? Because cash comes in, 30,000 rupees. Debit what comes in. To Srimati's loan account. Why this has been credited? Because it is a loan. Loan is a liability, non-current liability. Liability is always to be credited. Yes? Next, on 3rd of August, laptop purchased from Jaivir for cash rupees 20,000 and paid other expenses rupees 500. Now this is an important transaction. Firstly, laptop is an asset. So you will be writing laptop account and not purchase account. Purchase account is to be written only in the case of purchase of goods. Laptop is of rupees 20,000 and other expenses paid on purchase of laptop, that is an asset, is 500. So overall the laptop is of rupees 20,500. Yes? Let us see. Laptop account debit 20,500 to cash account 20,500. 20,000 for laptop, 500 for the other expenses paid. So laptop comes in, debit what comes in, laptop account debit, credit what goes out, cash goes out. So to cash account, 20,500 rupees. Alright? Yes. Let us move towards the next transaction now. Which is on 4th of August. Yes, it is August. Opened bank account with Dena Bank by depositing rupees 15,000. See, this is a process. This is an entire process of doing business. The first transaction is that business has been started. Yes, business अभी शुरू हुआ है. तो उसमें पैसे चाहिए. Cash has been brought of 50,000. Receivables 25,000. Receivables is what? Debtors indirectly. Yes, so 25,000 that you are supposed to take. A liability, stock of goods, everything of this is required in business and has been brought. This is an investment. And the second transaction says that the loan is borrowed. Now when is loan borrowed? Whenever there is financial requirement. So you need more money in the business and hence you have borrowed a loan. Yes? Then a laptop is purchased. Of course, laptop is an important thing. Yes? So laptop has been purchased. And in the fourth transaction, they say that a bank account is opened with Dena Bank. Now this is not your savings account. This is a business bank account. Yes? Which has been opened with Dena Bank by depositing rupees 15,000. This is business bank account, I repeat, and not your savings account. Business bank account is required for operating business activities. So who is the receiver? Bank, of course. Debit the receiver. Dena bank account debit or bank account debit 15,000. And what goes out? Cash. So bank account debit 15,000 to cash account 15,000. Alright. Let us check the journal entry. Yes. On 4th of August, it is Dena bank account debit 15,000 to cash account 15,000. Cash goes out of the business, goes where? To the business bank account itself, which is opened with Dena Bank. Next, goods of rupees 30,000 purchased from Royal Stores on credit at 10% trade discount. I repeat, goods of rupees 30,000 purchased from Royal Stores on credit at 10% trade discount. Royal Stores paid railway freight rupees 200 and wages rupees 1,000 on our behalf. Goods have been purchased from Royal Traders on credit at 10% trade discount. What is 10% of 30,000 firstly? It is 3,000. So 30,000 minus 3,000 is 27,000. So goods of rupees 27,000 has been purchased from Royal Stores. So this way Royal Stores becomes my creditor and goods have been purchased. And then Royal Stores paid railway freight and wages on our behalf. हमारी तरफ से उन्होंने पे किया. That simply means that we are supposed to pay this amount to Royal Stores. So Royal Stores is my creditor by 27,000 firstly, and also I'm supposed to give 1,200. Let us see the journal entry for this. Purchase account debit 27,000. Goods of rupees 27,000 has been purchased from Royal Traders, which is 30,000 minus 3,000. 3,000 is the 10% trade discount that Royal Store has given. Further, railway freight account debit 2,000. This amount is paid by Royal Store on my behalf, on our behalf. हमारी तरफ से पे किया है, मतलब हमें उनको पे करना है, हम उनको पे करेंगे अगर हमारी तरफ से उन्होंने पे किया है. You know the word, of course you know the meaning for the word payment on behalf. Yes? So railway freight account debit 2,000. Wages account debit 1,000. Again, wages has been paid by Royal Store. And we are supposed to pay to Royal Store. So overall, goods are of rupees 27,000. Purchase account debit 27,000. Railway freight is an expense. अब ये हमारा ही expense हुआ. Pay Royal Store ने किया है, पर पे रेलवे फ्राइट के लिए किया है और वेजेस के लिए किया है, और वो अमाउंट मैं उन्हें रिटर्न करूंगी, मतलब हम उन्हें रिटर्न करेंगे, तो ये इनडायरेक्टली हमारा ही एक्सपेंस हुआ. यस. सो रेलवे फ्राइट अकाउंट डेबिट, वेजेस अकाउंट डेबिट to Royal Store account. Royal Store becomes my creditor of rupees 30,000. 27 plus 3. Alright. The amount is not paid to Royal Store yet. Next. Goods purchased from Royal Traders, out of which goods of rupees 15,000 sold to Bhagwati at 10% trade discount after adding 20% profit on it. Paid railway freight 1,000 and wages rupees 500 on their behalf. Goods that were purchased from Royal Traders. Goods of rupees 27,000. Out of 27,000, goods of rupees 15,000 is sold to Bhagwati at 10% trade discount. Let us calculate. After adding 20% profit on it. Yes. And paid railway freight 1,000 and 500 wages on their behalf. Here we have paid railway freight and wages on behalf of Bhagwati. This is the expense of Bhagwati that is paid by us. This is not our expense. We have just paid cash that we'll be getting from Bhagwati. Just the way Royal Stores paid and will be getting from me. Yes, let us see the journal entry for this. Who is the receiver? Who becomes the debtor? Bhagwati, of course. Bhagwati account debit 17,700. To sales account 16,200. 16,200 is the amount obtained after adding 20% profit and deducting 10% trade discount. Alright. So Bhagwati becomes my debtor by rupees 17,700. We have sold goods to Bhagwati of rupees 16,200. How? Firstly, goods of rupees 15,000. 20% profit. What is 20% of 15,000 rupees? To make it simple, let us calculate 10% first. 10% of 15,000 is 1,500 rupees. So obviously 20% is double of it, 3,000. So goods of rupees 15,000. Pay attention to the question. Goods of rupees 15,000 have been sold after adding 20% profit and 10% trade discount. So 15,000 का 20% होता है 3,000. So 15,000 plus 3,000 is 18,000. Now 10% trade discount of 18,000 is 1,800. So what is the net price of goods? 18,000 minus 1,800, which is 16,200. So we have sold goods at a price of 16,200 and we have paid cash, that is railway freight and wages, overall 1,500 on behalf of Bhagwati. So Bhagwati will pay 16,200 rupees for goods and 1,500 for the railway freight and wages. So Bhagwati becomes my debtor by rupees 17,700. Alright. If you are thinking that, ma'am, why you have not debited railway freight and wages account here? You have debited in the previous transaction. It is because in the previous transaction, railway freight and wages was my expense. Here it is the expense of Bhagwati. She will debit it in the books of accounts, in her books of accounts, not me. I have just paid cash that I will take from Bhagwati. Wages and railway freight is her expense. I have just paid cash on her behalf that she will give me. Yes? So we are done with the 6th transaction. Let us move ahead. Yes, overall we have considered transactions up till 12th of August in today's lecture. So let us begin. The sum further will be continued in the second part of this lecture. Okay. Goods of rupees 50,000 purchased from Kruti at 10% trade discount and 10% cash discount. Half amount paid by check. This is not a new transaction. We have understood transaction of this type in sum number 12 as well as illustration 11. Goods have been purchased. So firstly, purchase account debit at 10% trade discount. Now it is simply understood the net amount is 45,000. 50,000 minus 5,000. The 10% of 50,000 is 5,000. So 50,000 minus 5,000 is 45,000. Yes? Further, cash discount is given on payment. How much payment is made? Only half amount. So discount will be available on the half of this amount. Let us see the journal entry for this. Purchase account debit 45,000 to Kruti account 22,500. Kruti is my creditor by 22,500, the half amount which is not paid. And the remaining half 22,500, for that a check is given. But on that I am getting discount. How much? 22,500, and hence the check of rupees 20,250 is only to be given to Kruti. Because it is clearly written in the question that 10% cash discount is available. Cash discount is available on cash payment or payment by bank. So purchase account debit 45,000, 50,000 minus 5,000. To Kruti account, the half of 45,000 which is not paid and she becomes my creditor, 22,500. To bank account, the check which has been given, 20,250. Why? 22,500 minus 2,250, the 10% cash discount on payment. Discount is an income for us here. And as per the rule of nominal account, discount is to be credited. Income is to be credited. And the transaction is done. Yes? So let us see which is the next transaction. Goods sold to Bhagwati, returned back goods of rupees 540, which we have returned back to Royal Stores. See, we have sold goods of rupees 15,000 at a price of 16,200 to Bhagwati. These goods were purchased from Royal Stores and were sold to Bhagwati. Now Bhagwati is returning us goods of rupees 540. Bhagwati is my debtor, is my customer. So whenever the customer or debtor will return goods is always sales return. So the first journal entry for 8th transaction simply is sales return account debit 540 to Bhagwati account 540. Sales return account debit, why? Because goods comes in. Debit what comes in. Bhagwati is the one who is giver. Bhagwati is the person who is returning goods. So credit the giver. This way sales return account debit to Bhagwati account 540. Further, I have returned these goods to Royal Stores. Why? Because I have sold goods that I have purchased from Royal Stores to Bhagwati. If Bhagwati will return me, I will return to Royal Stores. So in the second journal entry of this transaction, it is Royal Stores account debit to purchase return account. Because I will return to whom? To Royal Stores, of course. So this way Royal Stores account debit the receiver. To purchase return, I have explained this. If we are returning, it is purchase return. If someone else is returning to us, it is sales return. Yes? Now talking about the amount. Bhagwati has returned goods of rupees 540. Out of the goods purchased worth rupees 16,200. So you need to cross multiply here. If you are having a pencil, please write it down. 16,200 then the goods returned out of 16,200 is 540. भगवती को वो गुड्स पड़े थे 16,200 में, पर वो गुड्स मुझे कितने में पड़े थे? 15,000. So how much amount am I supposed to return? So 15,000 and a question mark. So the cross multiplication, 15,000 into 540 upon 16,200, and the answer is 500. Because, see, I cannot return the goods of rupees 540 to Royal Stores. No, because I have purchased goods at a price of 15,000. Bhagwati has purchased from me at a price of 16,200. Out of 16,200, if Bhagwati will return 540, then how many goods? How much amount of goods it arrives if I have purchased those goods at a price of 15,000? Yes? So it is this way. And a calculation for this is also given at the end of this illustration. You may please pay attention. You may please go through that explanation and you will understand. Simply what I'm trying to say is that Bhagwati returned goods of rupees 540 out of goods purchased for rupees 16,200. So how much amount should I return? How many goods should I return? Of course, I will have to cross multiply. 16,200 then 540. So 15,000 what? 500. Yes? Let us move towards the next transaction. Goods of rupees 15,000 after adding 20% profit sold to Nirali at 10% trade discount and 10% cash discount. Half amount is received in cash. Now this transaction is opposite to the transaction given on 7th of August. On 7th of August we have purchased goods. On 9th of August we are selling goods. Yes? So who is the receiver? Nirali. She has given half amount in cash. So we'll be giving her 10% discount on half of the amount. Yes? So let us see the journal entry for this. Nirali is receiver, Nirali account debit. Cash is received, cash account debit. Discount is given, discount is an expense, discount account debit. To sales account 16,200. Let us understand the amount now. Goods of rupees 15,000. This is your transaction. After adding 20% profit. So 16,000 plus 3,000. 15,000 plus 3,000. 20% of 15,000 rupees is 3,000. So 18,000. Now on 18,000, 10% trade discount. So 18,000 minus 1,800. 16,200. So goods of rupees 16,200 have been sold to Nirali, and hence to sales account 16,200. Out of 16,200, Nirali has given half amount. Remaining half she has not given. So firstly, Nirali becomes my debtor, and hence Nirali account has been debited here 8,100, which is exact half of 16,200. Remaining half she has given cash. So how much cash she is supposed to give? 8,100. But on cash payment, cash discount is given to her. So 810 rupees is the discount she is getting, and hence discount account has been debited here with 810 because discount is an expense. So how much cash she will give? She will give 8,100 minus 810. So she has given 7,290 rupees cash. Nirali becomes debtor 8,100, half amount she has not paid. Remaining half she has paid on which she is getting discount and she is giving 7,290 rupees only. Cash comes in, debit what comes in. Discount is given to her. Discount is an expense. Discount account debit 810. Total sales. To sales account 16,200. Credit what goes out. Real account. Sales is always credited. So with this we have completed transactions up till 9th of August in today's lecture. Further transactions will be solved in the next lectures. For today we'll end the session here. Your homework for today is you will solve the illustration 12 as per lecture. That means whatever number of transactions have been done. Further, this illustration will be continued in the second part of this lecture. Till then, stay home, stay safe and study well.